Hi there, this is Dave Lorenzo with RainmakerLawyer.com, and today we're going to talk about the 3 T's of your newsletter. That's right, the 3 T's, the letter T, of your newsletter. Now, it doesn't matter if your newsletter is a print newsletter, or if you deliver it online, or if you do some combination of both, these 3 T's will still apply. And those T's are topic, tone, and timing. Topic, tone, and timing. The first T is topic, and that means basically what should you write about. Should you write about legal issues or new precedent just set or cases that are before the local court of appeals? Well, it really is up to you, but what I would tell you is that the topic of your newsletter should be a great mix between things that are in your area of expertise within the guidelines of the law and something that really demonstrates who you are and how you approach things. So it's totally appropriate to tell a personal story and then segue that into an educational tip that your readers will get some value out of. I would highly recommend that you take a personal approach to educational content, and that's how you should decide what the topic of your weekly newsletter or monthly newsletter should be. Now, the tone of your newsletter. Very important. You shouldn't write your newsletter as if it's a scholarly paper, because it really isn't. You should write it at the level that your audience is going to want to read it. So if your audience is for consumers, your newsletter should be written really at a 6th or 7th grade level. If your audience is for business people, it could be a little bit more sophisticated. And if your audience is for other lawyers, of course you can go upscale or highbrow, if you will. I would prefer to see you communicate with your audience in the language of everyday people. Never use legal jargon, never use terms that only a lawyer would know, and explain things and talk about things in a tone of voice that people would use in normal conversation. So that's the second T, tone. The third T is timing. How frequently should you send your newsletter? You heard me just mention weekly or monthly. I would prefer, for all my clients, I tell them, and I would prefer that they do, believe it or not, a weekly email newsletter and a monthly print newsletter. Weekly and monthly, email and print. Now, it takes a lot of time and there is an expense involved with that, so if you can't do both of those, bi-weekly, every other week email is the next best thing. So every other week email is second best. Third best would be monthly email or monthly print. But I highly recommend weekly email and monthly print. Here's the reason why. Your newsletter essentially is establishing a relationship with your clients and prospects. That's the purpose of a newsletter. The more frequently you communicate, the deeper that relationship will be. Now, some attorneys worry that over-communication will cause people to tune out and they'll delete your content. They will delete some of the content, but the main issue for deletion is whether their newsletters are boring or they're interesting. If your newsletters are interesting and engaging, people who are your ideal clients will read them no matter how frequently you send them. My name is Dave Lorenzo, and those are the 3 T's of newsletters: topic, tone, and timing. For more tips just like these, please visit us at RainmakerLawyer.com. Have a fantastic day.